Okay. What's up? Ain't this amazing how on a Friday evening, when normally when I was younger we'd be out cruising the circuit and everything else, I find the majority of the people are sitting at home going, I'm bored. Guess what? I'm included. But next Friday, next Saturday, if it's still a go, I'll be live broadcasting Pyro, consumer and commercial fireworks. We should be shooting off next Friday and Saturday. So that's finally get to scratch that itch. Still ends up being a go. I got a whole bunch of 4-inch chains, red, white, and blue chains that'll be going up right at the very end. Doing a bunch of my house renovation, and I don't know what you call it, renovation, more like just we've had the place for 15 years and for the most part haven't done jack shit on the place. So it's this room's almost done. I'm working on the 2 bedrooms and the 2 bathrooms, get them done, get them all painted up and nice and spiffy looking. She's gonna have new carpet installed in those 2 rooms. And then the oh my god, we got tile through the rest of the house event will start after that. Which that one I'm not happy about. That's gonna be a lot of work. That's a lot of painting, a lot of patching. Well, more painting than patching. The biggest was the room on the other side of this wall right in front of me. As soon as I put my hand up there, it's like, wait a second, there's the evidence. See? Half of this is spackling and half of it's paint. What's up, Beast? The problem with painting and sanding, all that kind of stuff, now I got the itches. As soon as I started looking at my hands, it's like now I'm starting to itch. Psychosomatic. What there? Hold on. She must have just been mumbling to herself, which that's highly possible, knowing my wife. No, I didn't get any notices. You have anything going on? Anything come out today? Let's take a look. See nothing. Now, what in the world? Go back up there. YouTube playing their games again. Blood, peace. No, okay, what the hell's going on here? There's another one. I know what a picture of the high sale of Marlin. I know I had subscribed to you. I'm looking. I can't find you on here. YouTube. That's why every chat that I'm a mod in, I tell the people always check your subscriber list. Always check your supporters list. Any way that you can get to, there's 2 different lists. You can get to them. Check them daily. Their stupid computer algorithms, they F up more often than I can go and dump out little lemon drops that I got right here. They screw up constantly, and they're taking people off of people's supporters lists. That's like you would know that I'm on because you're listed to me, but I didn't know if you did anything because it's not coming up on my list on my end. So you got to always check it every day. I'd say in a week's time, I find 7 to 10 people that I've checked the radio button and I'm supporting them, and all of a sudden it says, "Do you want to subscribe to this channel?" I was in the first place. That's why they're showing up on my list. So their stupid algorithm is actually removing people that you support, which it's a computer. Unfortunately, computers do what people program them to do. Anyway, back on to more important things. Well, actually, that's an important thing. But don't need to keep talking about it. But yeah, next Friday and Saturday, I got the itch. I haven't shot a fireworks show. I mean, that's just gonna be a free for all. It's gonna be an open shoot from what the president and the secretary have posted about our fireworks show for the fire ants. But it's gonna actually have a state issued permit, which means you can shoot 1.3. And it just takes greenbacks. I know where the magazines are. I just need to talk to people that have the keys and say, "Hey, what's this worth?" I got a shooter's license and I got a employee possessor from 2 of the people, so I can't go to the manufacturer and buy them, but I can transport them and I can light them. It's like, hey, let's get it on. I already tried it using my cell phone as the modem. Hooked up my wife's little Lenovo dual-purpose laptop. It's a mini laptop and a tablet. If you flip the screen all the way over, it turns into a tablet. Took my one of my cameras from here. I plugged that into the mouse port. And I set it up to broadcast live. Of course, I did probably just because I just wanted to see if it would work. In no sense, people staring at the top of my desk because that's all it would be doing. And the damn thing worked. It broadcast. I'm like, oh, hot damn, I'm in business. So I'll talk with the president hopefully before next Friday. I'm hoping it's still a go. Long nights working on the house. I'm still hoping it's still a go. Because we got some shit that we can throw up in the air. Nothing new on the group me for the fireworks companies. But then again, it's only Friday night a week out. I'll probably find out like Tuesday or Wednesday what might actually go down. And God, I hope it's still a go. Oh, what's up with the yawns? Let me see what's happening there. Let's see, is that? It might actually have if they lift the restrictions, might have 2 Thursdays from today, which that one, I've always attended that one. Hopefully, do it. It's a private shoot, but the place where you set up, unless you plan on standing on a pontoon out in the middle of the reservoir, the only place for you to do fire detail for this show is you are where the fireworks are. This one is an adrenaline rush that has you spinning your head around like a top. But you cannot let the adrenaline get to you because of where you are. You have a choice of either running into a tree or going off the edge into the reservoir. So you need to keep because of the distance we are from the people that are watching the show, they can't hear us, and we are constantly talking while the show is being shot, so everybody knows where everybody is and what everybody is doing. Because it's other than the light from the fireworks being launched off, there is no light. So you're going everything is by hearing, which everybody has sonic earplugs or sonic ear muffs on. I have sonic plugs in. We're constantly talking to each other. We had one of our 50 shot fast blow cakes. One of the cakes let loose on us the 1 year, and to be honest, the only thing that kept me and the lead shooter, who was 10 feet to my right, the only thing that kept us that we could walk away that night was the observation, talking, and paying attention to what was going on. Everybody knew what the script was before they pushed the button. We knew what item was going to fire when, and we all knew, depending on what went off, whether you'd actually fall away or just literally just me and the guy, we just literally planted our faces in the ground. And we walked away from it. Had to change my shorts afterwards. They were a little wet. These were they call them peanut shells. They were 1.5 inch diameter salute shells. These were not the firecracker. These aren't these nice firecrackers you get from the guy that has them behind the counter. No, these are commercial shells. And the two of us, our voices were like about 2 octaves higher as we were talking to each other during after that cake blew up. It was after the show was done. We cleaned everything up. I went in my vehicle. We all got in our vehicles. Oh, here we go, the odds again. We drove out to the main road. I got to the first point where there was actually a pull off, and I just pulled off to the side, and I just sat there for about an hour. Let it all just go out of me. Because after that, the adrenaline high that I was on, and literally, I mean, my heart was going a mile a minute. I needed to calm down before I actually started driving, because I had a good hour and 45 minutes. It was just actually that from my house right now, that place is just short of 2 hours on a good day. That's during the daytime. Well, we'd be doing this stuff at 1 o'clock in the morning. So you have reflections coming off. You have to drive over one of the big road spans on the reservoir, so you get all the reflection coming off the water. You can very easily lose your bearings. You'd have to hit the guide rails and everything on the side of the highway, but why go through that? So I just pulled over. I just let myself relax, rolled down the windows, turned the truck off, and just watched the sky and watch stuff that was going on, watch people drive by, and just let myself relax. And a couple of weeks later, we talked about it, and yeah, he had to change his shorts too. His were a little damp after we were done. But it's an experience that you never forget about. And luckily, we walked away from it. Yeah, and hopefully everybody will take notice that, tonight is I don't want to have a headache when I wake up tomorrow. The last couple of days, a little bit too much. I mean, I'm on furlough right now, but I still got stuff I want to get done in the house, and I have a goal that I want to get before my 3 weeks is up. And if I get it done before 3 weeks, my 3 weeks is done. My work on the house will be put on hold till the next available time, but it won't be in these 3 weeks. But yeah, that's I sure hope that. See, right now the state issued us a shoot permit, which well you have to have insurance. We got that. That just comes from one of the members of the Fire Ants. One of their um, fireworks companies just issue us a block permit, or rather a block insurance for that day. That's what it gets listed against. And so we actually have the shoot permit for next what is it, the 15, 16? Let me look at this here. Come on. 15, 16, yeah. Actually, I could have done it down here too. Now I have my toolbars across all three screens. That way I don't have to go one to the other. Oh, this one blocked it out, so I can't find it. And if I click on the other one, my audio from a game goes out and all kinds of stupid shit to go on. But yeah, next Friday, Saturday, 15, 16. If it's still on, I'll be broadcasting. I mean, I won't be there. I'll just have the audio video set up that people can. I mean, yeah, you can comment. People can comment on it. I won't see it. I won't see the comment piece. I'll be out where the pyro is. Ain't no fun if I'm the one taking the pictures and everybody else is doing the boom. That shit don't work. So I'll be out where the pyro is. And that is going to be fun. Since we haven't done anything since for me, I think the last thing I did was actually July 4th doing the City of Corsicana show. That one was a 23-hour day. There ain't no you go out there, you go, man, dude, man, I'm tired. You get there. I got there. Actually, I got there before the lead shooter got there by 45 minutes. I was sitting and waiting in the parking lot. Because when I get out of my vehicle, I'm 56 years old. I got to stretch. I got to go use the boys' room. And I stretch some more. Then I got to go to the boys' room again. And I got to get all my anxieties out. I need to be able to walk around and look to see where the shoot's going to be at. I knew roughly, but I didn't know exactly where till I got there. He did aerial Google Maps, so I knew roughly where it was going to be at. But he got there and he goes, well, it's this way. So it's like, well, where's the access road? It goes over the curb. I was like, okay. So I did a U-turn and over the curb we went with our two trucks and we drove in there and we started, I think it was like 5:45 when him and I got out into the field, the Goodfellows field out there in Corsicana. And we're looking at his little pictures of what's going to go where and everything. And about an hour later, everybody else started showing up. Already by then, my feet were beyond soaked. I should have wore my little fishing booties, my cow pasture booties. I don't have hip waders. That's a little bit too carried away. I have my knee-high booties, and I should have wore them. My feet would have been a lot more appreciative of me that day. Because by the time I got home, I actually peeled the socks off. And it took me the better part of the next day before my skin dried out enough. I was kind of concerned that I might get dermatitis from it because my feet weren't even. What's up, man? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. Yeah, after I was done with that, 23 hours, 24 hours, I think it's 23 and a half hours. My feet, a prune, be easier to take a picture of my feet They look more appropriate about what an actual prune looked like after that fireworks show. But all that for 20 minutes of an adrenaline rush. But yeah, next Friday and Saturday, if they don't have us, they issue us the actual shoot permit, which means there is we can actually shoot pyrotechnics, commercial fireworks next Friday and Saturday as our club event. We're not going to shoot it public because of the social distancing that's still listed in Texas. But hopefully nothing drastically changes. Now, if the numbers start skyrocketing between now and then, yeah, they'll even though we got a permit, they'll tell us no. They'll just shut us down. But it'd be kind of, if it's still a go, I'll be taking out my laptop and my one camera from in here. I don't know how the picture's going to look. I mean, it's a good camera. Don't get me wrong. Camera and microphone. And we'll see what it looks like next Friday and Saturday, because I'm going to live stream it. I have my generators. I have that, my cell phone, power strip, my wife's Lenovo, that camera, which is a microphone also. I'll set it up out in the field and let that sucker roll. My generator, shoot, I got enough 100-foot extension cords. I could put that generator, well, even 50 foot. I put the generator 50 foot away behind the camera, and you won't hear it because it'll just idle. Drones, you can't hear nothing. All you hear on a drone is the motor. One of the guys I shoot for, he has a very good drone. All you hear coming there, because he has a Hero 5 Black. All you hear is the drone's propellers, the engines. That's all you hear. You don't hear the fireworks. Well, see, now we do use them if we're on shows. The other Jeff, which is the one I'm talking about, I'm going to go in full names because that's unless he actually would be here and say, yeah, go ahead. I won't mention his last name. It's just out of respect. But Jeff, we have it when we do the big shows, when I shoot for his company, he'll have his drone and a couple other drones up. We'll have cameras set at different places. And we actually have two microphones, two USB microphones, which are self-contained. We actually set them out in the middle of the fireworks show, and they're waterproof, so we don't worry about them. But we set them out there and we start recording. As soon as the main camera starts recording, it turns those microphones on and it records the fireworks from inside of the display. And then they go, because everything has a time and date stamp on. They actually sit there and they mesh it all together, and it looks awesome. I mean, we're talking some serious professional looking fireworks displays. Look at it that way. And I'm not saying they're not to start with, but to see them from multiple angles and it's all stitched together in time, it looks like a commercial TV show. But this one, if they do it, it's just going to be one camera from a distance. It'll be close enough that everybody will be able to see everything and hear everything. But it's just something to do, to actually get out of this place and be able to stretch our legs. It'll be in a cow pasture, so pretty much guarantee you're going to hear one person whine about stepping in a cow patty. It's a pasture. What do you want? I mean, you got cows. When cows eat grass, certain things happen, and that's the way it is. But It'd be so. Yeah, that's one of them, and the cow patties are the other one. But yeah, it's a farmer's field. Known that guy for I think 5 years, 6 years. I'm trying to think how long I've been with the fire ants. 7 years, 8 years. I'd actually have to go look it up. We've shot in the extreme Texas heat and humidity where uh, everybody looked for shade. If you didn't have a good soft cover hat on, uh, your ears would have been you glow in the dark. I mean, yeah, you get sun poisoning. That's how long you're out there from just before excuse me, and not just before, just after the sun comes up till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. That's just us doing it because we want to. It's not even a show that's being put on. We just go out there just to blow things up. But pouring down rain. The one year it was freezing rain coming down. We still set up and shot. To give you an example, that $600 doll, I think that's about the price of one of our mid-sized shells that we shoot up. That's $600 that takes 1.6 seconds to go boom, and that $600 is gone. Let me see if I can bring up some pictures here. I don't know if I have anything on Dropbox. No. I might have something on Dropbox. Let me look there. Sign in. Oh, I have to go through there again. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah. I'm there. Outlook. Okay, where in the world did it go? Messaging, Smarty, Gallery, Lotto, Chrome, Downloads, Dropbox. Home, settings. Huh. Okay, let's see here. Dropbox. Hmm. Talk about trying to pull teeth here. I just wanted to get to my stupid pictures. Ay, ay. What do we have in here? Nope, nothing in there. Okay, let's go this way. Eventually I'll come across a picture of what I'm talking about. Right now, yeah, I think it's yeah, I think it's only you and me at the moment. I don't know what I just did there. That's that. That's that. And I have no clue how that ever happened. Yeah, I think it's only you and me. Let me go look at this here again. Something happened where my broadcast tab disappeared, which I'm kind of used to that at this point. Because Windows does whatever it wants. Yeah, right now there's only 2 people in the room. Boy, I gotta go far back. I know I'll get one of them. Good morning, David. Eventually I'll get to one of them pictures that I want to show you. Come on. Now we're getting closer. There's Corsicana. Oh, come on. You're getting close now. There it is. Now, here we go. Let me do a screen share of the other one. Okay, that's one of the co-owners of the fireworks company I shoot for. That is a 16-inch diameter pyrotechnic shell. That one is $1,800 when you push the button. So now you see what the shows cost. That's just one shell, $1,800. So it's you get the stuff you can buy. I mean, some of the places in Canada, there's a lot of things you don't need a license for, like we have down here. But it all depends on what state you're in too. Your province is up there the same way. It all depends on where you are and what you have, whether you would need a license. Canada, some of the stuff you definitely need a license for, and that goes through the Canadian government. That's not a local organization that you have to go through. We have two guys that we know have their licenses for up in Canada, and it's not cheap. To buy the fireworks up there is cheaper than what you could buy it down here, but you can't cross the country's border. If you cross the border with it, now you have contraband, and then it gets really expensive. Oh yeah, regular fireworks, but nobody can buy stuff like this. This is actually fireworks companies actually have this kind of a fireworks device. But yeah, the smaller stuff, yeah, you can buy them in the stores and all. I have some friends that live up there. Been a long time since I've been up to Toronto, but they still live there. Keep in touch with them. But to do a fireworks show down here, you're talking lots of money. You could do them cheap. Most people, you wouldn't be, because I still have that picture up on the screen. Most people are not going to be. You can't do something like that in your backyard. Even up in Canada, you're talking between you and the audience is, I forget what the conversion would be, but you're talking. I haven't been through all the videos. It'll take me forever to go through. Now that I know there's one there, I'll look for it. Now, why ain't this? Oh, I know why it ain't coming up. So I have it opened under the wrong one. That's why. Okay, let's go here. Take this over to here. Open that back up. Close that one down. Open that one up. Mute it so I don't get my feedback. Oh, come on. There we go. You got it. Gives you something to do. Yep, same thing down here. It's still the same name. Shout outs and box openings. I can see part of it, David, without having the sound on. In our neck of the woods, you wouldn't get away from that. You'd have the fire department out there putting that out real fine, and the police department would stop you before you get away. You wouldn't be lighting nothing in the streets. You also have to bear in mind, all of us, we have commercial and federal shooters licenses. That would be a felony for me. I don't feel like going away for a little while. I gotta watch that thing when I have the sound on. I got it saved to my watch later file. I'll be watching it then. I mean, I know a lot of people that shoot it like that. I just like fireworks in general. I mean, we have Memorial Day and Labor Day and 4th of July and Thanksgiving and Christmas, and of course New Year's Eve we shoot, and well, actually, pick a day of the week. If we have the money, we'll shoot. It doesn't matter what day of the week or month or what part of the year it is. If somebody's got the money, they got the fireworks, they got the shoot permit, we'll shoot. We do it just because we like doing it. That's all. That wouldn't matter because our fire trucks have push bumpers on the truck. If you get in their way, they have legal authority in Texas to push you out of the way, and they will. Most people, most of the cops, they usually just wait till you're done shooting and come in and say, hey, here's your piece of paper, sign this, and then there you go, and that's about it. Most of the cops don't become asses about it. They just, because actually it's a lot harder to put out the fireworks than it is just to let it go. I mean, if it's actually blowing up and things are getting dangerous, yeah, they'll bring the foam in, but it's easier for them to just let it go out. Well, Mother's Day's on Sunday, isn't it? Oh, actually, yeah, it is Saturday, ain't it? I don't know yet. Tomorrow I'm going to be painting the spare bedroom. Really ain't much really going to go on in our neck of the woods for any kind of event, Mother's Day or not. Everything is, the restaurants are still basically shut down, so ain't nothing going on. My wife won't want to go out anyway. She's a cancer survivor. She won't go anywhere in the public right now. It'll be a while before she goes out. Yeah, I was thinking about grabbing me a little bag of Lay's potato chips or Doritos that I have in the kitchen. But then I thought about this microphone right here. I could be in the other room talking with my wife with the door closed, and you'll hear our conversation. That's how good that microphone is. You could probably faintly hear her watching her videos in the bedroom right now, and the door is closed, and you can hear her videos playing. Well, everything will start picking back up. It's until we get all the politics out of the way. It always ends up that way. But we'll get things. Things will start picking back up again. No, don't want them. We have enough of our own problems. We don't need to add to them. I lived through worse presidents than him. Oh, your stupid nose itches. Hold on, I'll be right back. Aye, aye. Okay, doke. Ain't going anywhere for a while. I'm doing my hands-on studying of the game 7 Days to Die. I'm gonna do my first solo run tonight of the basics. Well, tomorrow actually, after I'm done painting. I might do it tonight before I go to bed. I'm watching a lot of how-to videos and what not to do videos, stuff like that. So we'll see. It's fighting undead. I'm not really into the Dawn of the Dead, Walking Dead, Night of the Dead, the Dead this, the Dead that, and the Dead everything else genre. But it's a video game though, so I'll give it a shot. It's no different than me playing my Star Wars. Now Minecraft is different. Minecraft's Minecraft. Okay, it's nothing hard. It's you have to use abstract art to play Minecraft. It's just the way the game is. But like 7 Days to Die, I own it already. So I figured I'll give it a shot. See what it's like. I mean, I survived the very first night until I was stupid enough and opened the door up on the convenience store gas station. Well, that ended that night. Oh, But then again, I had no clue what I was doing anyway, so I walked into that one real quick. But yeah, studying a couple of these online guides of how to get your basics and equipment and build yourself up and what to do when you're attacked and how to mend yourself after you're attacked and so on and so forth. So I think I'll do that for a night or two or three, a couple nights. And we'll see what what's up with the yawns. I mean, that's showing a lack of oxygen, really, or an overabundance of other gases. But that's what I've always been told when I went through for RTT. But I know I got plenty of sleep. It's not that I'm tired. It's just I got the yawns all of a sudden. Ooh. Again, sitting there, I mean, I was doing my plastering of the walls and putting the texture up and painting the doors for those two rooms around the garage. I got the final coat on the back side of both doors up, so they'll be ready to be put up. And tomorrow, I looked in the yards. None of the yard needs to be mowed or anything like that. So I'll be putting the paint on the wall. Oh, I just heard my wife. She's out complaining to the dogs. Oh, where's my towel? I dribbled my tea. The one thing I must say that is so nice about the tea that I drink, if you take notice, it says unsweetened. So actually, if I do dribble a little bit on my chin or down on my t-shirt, I don't have to worry about that sticky sugar all over me. Or bugs, which down here in Texas, they kind of like just miraculously appear out of nowhere. That's always a good thing. Yes, I heard my wife start yawning, so I yawn. I don't know. I've been yawning for like the last, half hour, 45 minutes here. I have been. Let me mute the microphones. I can blow my nose. I'll be right back. Oh, far from it. I didn't get up till 3 o'clock in the afternoon, which that makes that 9 hours and 16 minutes ago is when I actually got out of bed. Time for bed in 9 hours? No. Geez, so you got to bear in mind, I normally work night shift. This is right now is when I would normally be getting on to stream. When the first time you saw me, I had just gotten done with the house chores that I needed to get to finish when I got home from work. So my nighttime, I don't go to bed till 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. That's my evening. I sleep during the daytime. I get up, give my wife a hug and a kiss, and off to work I go. That's my daytime. And then when I'm done, I sit down and I chill up. Yeah, normally my work day, man, I'm on 3 weeks furlough right now, but come the 23rd, I go back to work, which actually would be for me would be the 25th. The 23rd is a Saturday. I'm Monday through Friday, so I'd be going back to work on the 25th. My normal day is I wake up at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, get dressed, go to work. When I come home, I'll usually I get off of work about 11 o'clock is when I basically get off of work and then come home, which is half an hour drive. I go through the city. So 11:30, I'm at home. I do the let the dogs out and get everything situated, put the trash out, whatever I have to do when I get home. And then it's my time. The only thing is that we have an agreement that I need to be off streaming at the latest 5:30 in the morning. So, but then I go and talk to my wife and for a little bit, then I go to bed. So basically, my work and sleep schedule is the same as everybody else's. Just take that 6 a.m. where a lot of people wake up, move that 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. But it's the exact same cycle that I do. I can't. If I would go to bed when I got home from work, first off, I wouldn't fall asleep right away. But then if I woke up at 6 a.m. and did stuff around the house, by the time it was, by the time it was time for me to go to work, I would make it to the end of the day. I would be yawning and falling asleep on the job. And I'm a heavy wheel diesel mechanic. That is not a good thing. If you're tired and your mind starts wandering, it's very, very easy and actually highly probable that you would get hurt. That's not a good thing. So I just do my work, sleep, eat schedule like everybody else. I just move it to 2 p.m. instead of 6 a.m. At times my wife don't like that, but that's the way my job is. Yeah, you really didn't have a choice on that one, especially if for school. Now, if you had the older kids, it really wasn't that bad. But if you had the younger kids that all be yelling and screaming at the top of their lungs, yeah, that would definitely keep you awake. Only problem is though, sometimes you'd have to have your head would spin around 360 degrees just so you can keep an eye on all of them. Uh, some of the kids that I know of, 4 hours is 4 hours too many, depending on how they behave or how they don't behave. Oh, here we go. The yawns again. I don't know what's going on here. I'm trying to figure out. See, now if I go here, now I go green screen. Nah, that would really goof me up if I went to bed right now. There we go. Definitely be a lot better once I get my green screen behind me. My virtual picture. I can do it even better. That's probably the best one. That's just a virtual room. What else we got here? There's my Star Wars one. Oh, both of these are Star Wars. But yeah, that one. And you can't see if I turn my camera. See, I don't have a grand piano. For me to afford something like that. Now, bear in mind, I haven't checked my lottery tickets yet for the nights. I mean, it's always possible. But, see, now right there, that don't look that bad. But yeah, the green screen, I need to have the actual green screen behind me. What's really kind of neat is you can actually see by me turning it, that's the actual size of their picture. Come on. We're close. That's close enough for me. Eventually I'll have all that stuff straightened out. Yeah, my additions to everything here came to a screeching halt when they announced that they would have voluntary furloughs. And of course, they said, we're going to take from the top and we're going to take from the bottom. Well, guess what? I am numero uno. I'm the head mechanic for the facility. So my name was at the top. I'm like, yeah, I said, this is just 3 weeks. They go, yes, it's furlough. You're not being laid off. You're not being fired. It's furlough. It's a 3-week rotation. So I said, okay. So they're 3 weeks. They go, no, in 3 weeks, you just come back to work. And then somebody else's turn. I said, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll be the voluntary mechanic on the first round. I said, when I come back, you better take my name off that list because I won't do it again. And they said, okay, well, when you come back, we'll take your name off the list. I said, thank you very much. I said, I'm also going to take my three days vacation between now and when the furlough starts. And then to top it off after that, that was on a Tuesday. My first day vacation was a Wednesday, which Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then starting that coming Monday would have been started my furlough. But Thursday, I got a phone call from my sister 1,600 miles away and tell me that my dad just passed away. So that week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, pardon my bad language, but that's the way I felt. That was the shittiest damn day. And yeah, I just censored myself because I could have said a lot worse. But that was the shittiest damn week that I've had in my entire life. I've dealt with a lot of things, but all three of them, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, boom, boom, boom. So, yeah, but it's part of life. You think about it, there's two things. God says if you're born, there's one thing that you're guaranteed: you're going to die. Well, to me, it just, in my mind, because people will never, they're going to go and believe what they want because they don't want to give anything up. But to me, it proves that so many people in the world are careless and or don't care about the person that stands aside of them. Because my dad, I'm trying to think of actually the issue that he had. Uh, um, he has had anger issues, but there's a name for the kind he had where this was not sporadic here and there. This was constant. So he was in a locked door nursing facility, and my dad died from COVID-19. He was tested a week and a half prior, and he had came up positive for the virus, and he was fine for a week and a half. And then one morning, he said he didn't feel good. In 12 hours, he was dead. So this is not that everybody think, oh, this is the flu. Oh, I could deal with the flu. Yeah, you can. You go right ahead. If my dad would not have had the virus, now bear in mind, I got 12 years in the military. I can be a very mean piece of shit, and I'm not a pushover. My dad would have if he would have contracted COVID. My dad could still lay my ass out. So my dad's not a pushover. And 12 hours, boom, from basically being healthy to cremation. It just kind of actually I feel sad for all those people that think it's no big deal. He died from respiratory failure due to COVID-19. Not pneumonia. His body just shut off because it couldn't deal with it no more. Anyway, that's enough of that. It was never meant to be a woe is me pity party. I'm just glad they said that when it got down to the end, he died in his sleep. And got a choice. That's my way. But anyway, I hope this mess that we're all dealing with gets over with soon. It's quite actually looking at. I just have this thing for I could see that the little distance difference in my picture is just a tad bit off, but I mean it's never going to go away. A lot of people don't think about this. It's called coronavirus ID-19. It's not COVID-19. That's the organization's way of not saying what it actually is. It's a virus that mutated 19 times from the original one that it started with. Well, that one came to North America in 2000, I think 2002. So that's 18 years it's been here. Oh, it's something new. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. It's just mutated 19 times. 18 times from the original. And that's how they got with number 19. I don't know what I'm going to do. I've heard so many different. Oh, these people did it, and those people did it, and this government covered it up, and that government knew about it, but they didn't tell the truth. You know what? All governments lie. All politicians are crooked. It's just varying degrees. That's all. It all depends on which one you're willing to deal with. That's all it is. I mean, you got Trudeau up there. We got. Yeah, that's just it. There's way too many theories and nowhere near enough proof to say even one of those theories is correct. That's like here in the United States, you had 50. How many was it? 54% or 50? I forget. 50, more than 50% of the quote popular vote, the people's vote, said that Hillary won, but the Electoral College said that Trump won. Well, the last state, which has the most population, only has so many electoral votes, and Trump did not need to win the majority of that state to win the presidency. But you had a whole bunch of people that voted and said, oh, Hillary won. If they would have put that state at the beginning of the elections, there would have been no question as far as popular vote, because they got down to the end and Trump would have won with the Electoral College without any discrepancies. So it's too much politics in the politics. How about that? For the United States, they've had the Electoral College for many, actually over 2 centuries. So that's like every now and then I'll hear somebody, oh, why does Canada have a sovereign? Queen Elizabeth is your sovereign? It's like, that's the way their country is. It's not up to my opinion. That's just the way the country is. And it's not my country. I don't live there. Your country does what your country wants to do. My country does what my country wants to do. There's nothing right or wrong about it. That's just the way the countries are. But what actually here's something that's quite funny. And I'll show you why I always get a laugh out of these people that make fun of other countries. I mean, I doubt very much, other than the fact that I have very poor grammar. Okay. I graduated from high school, but there's so many people that will criticize another country. Now, I live in the United States. Okay. If you want to go by the actual name, it's the United States of America. The name is really irrelevant, but we have President Trump. So now, wait. Can't do it like that. Yeah, that won't come out right. There we go. Let's get that off the screen. See if I get a good. Come on, come on. No, ain't gonna do it there. Hold on. I know how to do this. I'm gonna switch to the other camera. The other camera has awesome zoom function and awesome focus function on it as well. I just received that $2 piece. And these next two, so you can see that it's not something where I'm just showing you from something in the past. That's that one. And this one actually, I got this one for my wife. Come on, focus. There it goes. Now that one looks identical to the one I just showed you previous. Now without moving it, so you can see it's still the same coin. Come on, be nice to me. There we go. Yeah, I picked this actually this coin right here. I actually picked out for my wife. I know she'll love it. Oh, somebody just glanced at their screen, huh? Let me go get my utility knife. I'll be right back. Actually, I don't even need my earplug in for right now. And you probably saw that one, David. That was off of whose were these from? I don't think these were. I think these were off of these right here. I think these were off of EVG stream. Let me undo that one again. Turn that coin. It's not straight. I'll be right back. This paint right here, this is all dry already. You don't have to worry about this. The next bunch of paint that's going to be drying is going to be on the room next door, but that won't be till I might actually do that tonight if I get in the mood to do it. But then of course I won't be live streaming to do that. But that's still in my thoughts that I might actually do that painting tonight. I'm debating whether I want to go and play some 7 Days to Die and see how often I can die, or if I'm going to go paint the walls. Well, I got 3 weeks of. Boy, that's pointed up awful high. What am I up on? Oh, I'm on that one. That's no wonder why damn thing didn't look right. Hold on here a second. Yeah, I switched that other camera up there because even though this one has the better color on it, the other camera has a far superior focus system. This one here, I mean, I can go and it takes forever for something to focus. See there, it finally came in to focus. The other one I put up in front, all you gotta do is put my hand behind it, boom, instant focus. Well, watching paint dry, there's if it's the end of the project. See, now there's 2 criteria to actually watching paint dry. Okay, first off, it has to be the end of the project if you're going to watch it. 3 criteria. I forgot one. Sorry. It has to be the end of the project. It all depends on what kind of paint that you use to paint that project with. And 3, how much alcohol you have left in the refrigerator. If you have a positive report on all 3 of them, have at it. Pretty much guarantee you the next day you're going to have one doozy of a headache. But yeah, I've had them occasions once in a great while. I mean, I've had those occasions where other things were consumed, and we were just kind of like out on the picnic bench out in the little place called the Little Lehigh Parkway, which was just a state-run park. You can go down fishing in a big open area, play soccer and everything like that. Well, this was late at night, and after we were done partaking, You sat there and would stare at the big boulders and stuff like that, and then the boulders would start moving, and there were some rather interesting events that happened in that park. Some of them I cannot discuss. Well, if you take notice to my hands, there we go. Some of that is drywall plaster, and some of that is ultra hide latex paint. Never said you had to. Actually, depending on what you're painting, it's not advisable. Coming off that ladder, that's one hell of a first step, depending on where you're painting. Put that one back down to the bottom here again. Hey, what's up, Mike? Oh yeah, well, actually, I don't know if you're referring to what I was talking about, being in the park late at night. Yeah, we were under the trees, and a bunch of them trees were happy by the time we got done and left. This is a chat room. It ain't a hospital ward. No, Dave's not here. And sometimes Jeff's not here too. All depends on how the day's gone. Oh, you said sorry, I disappeared on you. Well, the only people that keep track of who's in the area are hospital wards and stuff like that. That was supposed to be funny. Hey, a 56-year-old, that's the best I can do. Sorry. You know, they say about some people that the lights are on, but nobody's home. I'm kind of like the opposite. I'm home, but there's no lights. You're just there, but that's about as far as it goes. Well, I have them days. I hit 56 on December 13th. So I'm already past that point. That's always a good thing. Well, you said that you tried out some new equipment today, and I don't see any new video up. So We gotta see a new video for that stuff, or did kind of like sort of so it was okay type event with it today. Nope, never knew that. And let me go lecture a dog. I'll be right back. Because my little Chloe decides she's going to start whining because the house is dark and she's not getting any attention. So I'll be right back. Yeah. That's our little Chloe. What? 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 Say, I get to take you out, don't I? Say, yes, I do. That's our little Chloe. I can see that. Yeah, now she's trying to bite my finger. I can see that tail of hers going nuts over here. I'll be back in a little while, people. Not too long, but. Well, I got a minute or two or three till she starts barking out there. But that's our, I call her my spoiled little Miss Prissy. You know that, or the little prima donna. Because if we have her, we have Mr. Bear, and then Milo out in the kitchen. Milo's a 90-pound chocolate lab. But if the other two dogs get played with and she doesn't, she's got this screech that she does, and she lets you know real quick that you did not pay attention to her. She lets everybody in the house and the neighborhood know that you did not pay attention to her. It's kind of funny. Anything that anything that could okay. Okay, we're back again. But yeah, anything that can consider me a snack, uh-uh. That's too big for me. Yeah, I would not be a happy camper if I knew that there was panthers around. Hell no. Any kind of wildcat. I mean, most bears, if you have bears in the area, unless it's a mama that's got cubs or something like that, normally they won't mess with humans. Panthers, bobcats, mountain lions, no, it's not. You are their next meal. No, 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 no. That's no, thank you. Yeah, that just does not. That just doesn't make my day. Yep. No, thank you. I prefer to observe them on a TV show somewhere far away. All I know is that I ain't moving, so it's not me. So I have nothing to worry about. Hey, wow! I'm moving up in the world. I'm actually attracting that traditional one thumbs down. Cool. Yep. Oh, it none of it bothers me. Thumbs down, thumbs up. Either one of them is an acknowledgement of the video, and it says that somebody gave watch time. So, okay. I forget whose channel was in this. This was a couple years ago. They actually did an experiment, and they had everybody. They had, I think it was a little over 200 people in the live stream. They had everybody put a thumbs down. So they did that. They ended the stream. He went back into the analytics and he started up a new stream so people could see his analytics, and he showed them. It didn't change nothing. But he had over 200 views on that stream. So it's like, okay. Let's see, what else was it? Be safe, Mike. Sleep well. And that one. I don't know, Anthony. I don't know. Maybe he's on probation with Mama. You never know with him. Yeah, he was in EVGs. I didn't know if I was going to go live streaming last night. And I was on for like 10 minutes. I'm like, nah. I know I had sent him an invite. But then, like I said, but I was on for like 10 minutes or so. I was like, nah. I just went to bed early. It was a long day for me that day. And I haven't seen him since. You talk about the one with the, that you have in that thank you video with the Indian headrest and everything. Talk about that one. Because that one I think looks awesome. He'll cough it up. He'll show it to me. Yeah, we're playing teetotaler today. Had a very good headache when I got up today. My body was explaining to me that I'm not a young man anymore. Then, of course, my wife would go and she would capitalize on that type of a situation and make sure that my headache was well deserved. Good morning. Peace, love, and hope. What brings you here at the wee hours of the morning? Or are you a night owl like all the rest of us? No, my wife, no, she doesn't bang pots and pans. She'll just, if I'm sleeping, she'll just come in the bedroom, flip the light on, open the door up, turn the fan on, and make sure that the dogs have something to bark at. So, Milo, hold on. I gotta go get the big one. Oh, hey, it might work better if I turn the mic off of mute. Dallas County Scratchers. What's going on? How's everybody? It looks like tree trimmers invading me here. That is cool. Yeah, something like that. If it's in that type of condition. Oh, here we go with the sniffles. Stuff like that, get it professionally appraised. I said before, I'm the worst person you want to send something like that on. Me, everything I got. I mean, I can go and pull them up. Everything that I have that I know is worth something, I send it to PCGS and I let them tell me what it's worth. I don't even try and estimate it because first off, my vision's bad and I suck at picking up details. Things that I sent out to PCGS that I thought were going to be Mint State 70, which I thought were perfect. They came back and they actually showed pictures on their website, the defects that were there, which I never saw. I'm quite honestly, I'm probably the worst person that you can ask to give an opinion upon. PCGS is out in California. You'd have to make, well, actually, if you go on to PCGS.com, they go through all the, they tell you how to send them stuff. And quite honestly, it's not going to be cheap because you'll have to send them one coin at a time. You can send it all in one container, but you'll have to have each one graded, and then they'll send it back in sealed containers with all the paperwork that goes along with those coins. Let's see here. Step by step submittals. Take care. Peace. Sleep well. They are located in Newport Beach, California. But if you go to pcgs.com, they have all the stuff at the top. It tells you the little button that you click on to submit and stuff like that. It runs you through all the steps that you need to do to submit a coin to them for grading. But like I said, as far as what a coin's worth, I'm probably at the bottom end of a list that doesn't even count as being an expert of any kind. You want my opinion on how a diesel engine runs or what might be wrong with it? That I can help you with. But coins, I just collect them because I happen to like the way they look. That's about it. When you have the ability right now to find a local coin shop and just see if they'll give you a generalized appraisal. I had a problem saying that word for some reason. A basic appraisal. How about that? A lot of times the dirt doesn't matter. Now, don't try and scrub them off because that actually detracts from the value of the coin. You could have a coin that's in very great condition, but it's tarnished, will be worth a whole lot more. One that's nice and shiny, but they see rub marks from where it was a cloth and you wipe the dirt off, that they consider that cleaning. Well, that makes right there, they say that the coin's worthless. But you never know until you actually have it, until you actually submit them. But yeah, find a local coin shop in your area. See if look them up because you can find them on the internet and see what kind of ratings people give them. Now, bear in mind, always when you look at that rating, keep that as a general because if somebody has all 5 stars on their name, does anybody ever have a perfect score? No. If they have nothing there, it normally means that people just didn't care about clicking on their customer reviews. Like me, I don't do customer reviews. I get them all the time. Home Depot and Lowe's and Walmart and Amazon. We like to have you give us your opinion on this. I have no opinion. Delete. I don't even tell them that I have no opinion. I just delete the email. To me, if I want something and it's the only one available or something along those lines, I have a good example right here. That camera right here, this one. At the time that I was looking to buy that style camera, that's the only one that day that I found on Amazon. I don't look at there's a chance I get a busted up camera when I got it, but that's the only one that's available. So I bought it. I didn't care I didn't look at no reviews. I didn't look at comments that were left. But yeah, a local coin shop. Before you would go through all the money to go to PCGS, I should be able to give you a ballpark figure. See, the other thing in regards to value of coins, to me, the buyer and the seller, it's the seller, his price to sell it is only as good as the buyer's willing to pay. So if somebody would buy, say, here's a good example. Say you buy a $50 gold piece, Walking Liberty gold piece. What's gold right now? About $1,600 an ounce. So if you go, and let's see here, let's go PCGS, gold coins. Gold dollar. Nope. No, not Camara. Bullion. Hold on. Gold buffaloes. Gold eagles, 1986 to new. Okay, that is a $5 coin. So if I went, the highest that they have is a 2019 $5 gold piece. They're saying right now it's worth $228. Well, if nobody's willing to pay $228, that gold piece is worth $228 to the seller, but it's worth $0 to somebody who wants to buy it because nobody's willing to pay that amount. That's why your best bet is to go to a coin shop and see what they will give you a ballpark figure what the coin set would be worth. Well, I'm just saying, as far as a deal or as a generalized, me as far as a collector, I don't collect it because I'm looking for an investment. I collect it because I happen to like what they look like. I mean, I got two of them that are sitting here right now. One's a 2020 and one's a 2019. As far as what they're worth, other than what I have right here, one is 1 ounce, 3/9 fine. The other one, my eyesight is not the best in this light because they print the weight of it in a corrugated edge. But the look of it, I'd say it's probably another ounce too. So I got 2 ounces of silver. So it's worth about 16, 17 bucks. What it's actually worth on the open market. One is a Mandalorian. And what the hell is the other one? And the other one is the Czech Republic. Depends on what. Yeah, but then I got to go and shut everything down. because I can't see it any better on my phone than I can if I just look at it. I'd have to connect it up to my computer. But anyway, that's what I'm saying I know Rob finds treasures. He's up there in Frisco. I don't know if he would just, yeah, he could probably say he is here 1:30. He streams Wednesday night and Friday nights. Usually starts around 6 o'clock or so. You could probably send him an email, and he might take a look at it. Rob's big into coins, so he definitely would be interested in something like that. But I don't know what kind of craziness he's involved in right now with, because that's actually his business is coins. Yeah, give me a second here. That one. Let me go to that one. Okay, there. And then we go down here. There you go. I mean, yeah, Frisco is not a big area. Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna go dump this out before I accidentally dump what's left of this beer all over my table. I get my stuff all lined up nice and pretty over here. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, at times he acts a little snooty, but the problem is though that's just the way Rob is. Everybody has their own little quirks and their own little differences. But if you know him, and it's people don't understand. That's just the way Rob is. I don't know if Rob's rich. I mean, yeah, he lives up in Frisco, but not hurting. Yeah, that statement will work for Rob. He's not hurting. He's not wanting for anything. But I don't know if he'd actually qualify as being rich. Grand Prairie, Texas. I'm 1.7 miles due east of 360 below Route 20 in Grand Prairie, Texas. Where I'm originally from, Pennsylvania. So the south side of the train tracks, huh? Huh. Let's see where I can actually see on my camera where I'm scratching my necks. Yep. And sometimes I think they built Grand Prairie around the Walmarts. Because every time you turn around, there's another one that you didn't even know was there. Yeah. And you got, north of me, well, actually, catty corner northeast of me is a Walmart Supercenter on the service road of 20. If I go due west on 20, you get off on Collins, there's one south of 20 on Collins. If I go up on 161, the George Bush, Pioneer Parkway is another wall. It's a super center, but it's not open 24 hours a day. Well, right now, none of them are, but normally they would be. At noon, we'll see if I'm awake. Usually my butt doesn't even open. I don't even open my eyes till like 2:30 right now. Even when I was working, I was lucky if I opened my eyes at 2. Pioneer Parkway, Spur 303. Did she call them up and everything, or is that what they were just doing by email correspondence? Because one of their sites said there could be up to 21 days before you see your first check. But then another one of the websites said that it could be up to 4 weeks, which that's not a good thing. I mean, they're doing this stuff electronically, so why would there be 4 weeks? I mean, are they saying that they manually go over each electronic submission? Well, then What the hell are you submitting it electronically for if there's going to be an individual that manually looks at everything? Yeah, if you filed for it and it was before you went back to work and you did all that paperwork, yeah, they have to give it to you. Yeah, they have to give you the unemployment. I mean, just because you went back to work is irrelevant, because that's drawn off the company in Texas. And it doesn't matter where the company is based out of. Like the company I worked out is based out of Cookeville, Tennessee. And they already told everybody down here for this 3-week furlough rotation. They're actually telling people, they're giving them the address, the website address where to fill out, and they actually give you a piece of paper that tells you what to put in there, because they're paying for it, but it would cost them less to pay for my unemployment for 3 weeks because it's considered furlough. Oh, I have no clue how that works. All I know is what my company is doing. And another company and where they're based out of, that I don't know. And I'm just such a bundle of joy in all the information that I'm giving right now. Unfortunately, that's all I can do. I'm not the type of person that would, even when I'm dealing with drivers for the trucks that I'm working on, they ask me a question, I'll tell them, I said, I can't tell you what's wrong with it until I figure it out. They're like, well, what's your best guess? I said, I don't give guesses. Because if you're going down the road and I guess wrong, you might hurt somebody or hurt yourself. I said, I'm not going to put you in that position to jeopardize you or somebody else. So I'll wait till I'm done fixing your truck, and then we can discuss what's going on, if it's something that you need to know about. Because the other drawback to my job as being a diesel mechanic is some of these drivers, if you tell them what you found wrong with their truck, it gets in their head, and they hear a funny noise, and the next shop they stop and go, hey, can you check this item, because it's making a funny noise again, and that's what I had a problem with last time. And actually, that can be a very dangerous situation where drivers are diagnosing their truck, but they have no clue what they're diagnosing. That's why most drivers, I just tell them, they're like, well, what's wrong with my truck? I tell them, I said, it's broke. So I go through all of it, and then I do the repairs, the updates, and replace the parts, the sensors, or whatever I need to. And I tell, okay, here's your truck. And they said, well, what was wrong with it? I said, it was broken. He said, well, what'd you do? I said, I fixed it. There's your truck. Have a nice day. Well, I want to know. I said, no. You don't need to know. I said, if you need to know what was wrong with your truck, have your dispatcher and load planner look at the repair order. And if they feel there's a reason for you to know what was wrong with the truck, they will tell you what was wrong with it. So corporate maintenance told me that I am not supposed to relay the information of specifically what was wrong with a vehicle to the driver, because drivers have a habit of getting that stuck up in their head. And then they get nervous. Now you have a nervous driver holding a steering wheel doing 65 miles an hour, and he's not paying attention to the road in front of himself because he heard a weird noise. Something said, oh, that doesn't sound right. You have an 80,000-pound piece of death rolling down the road. No, I'm not going to be responsible for that. And drivers go, oh, you have. I said, no. I said, there's a phone call. You can call it up, the 1-800 number, and they'll tell you the same thing. I'm doing what I'm told to do by corporate. No, I will not tell you. And then they go off in their merry way. And I've had a couple drivers months later. Actually, one driver's a couple years later. He finally had his truck was broken. It ended up being I was the one that came back in. and I was the one that worked on it. We're a multi-state transportation company, but he came in and he remembered me. Okay. So I got his truck and he's like, "You remember me?" I'm like, "Dude," I said, "I remember somebody from yesterday. If I worked on your truck, okay, well, hopefully we don't have the same problem." He goes, "They never told me what was wrong with it the last time." I said, "They won't tell you what's wrong with it this time either." And he just kind of like, and he went walking away. Like, no, no. Like I did after I was done with his truck, and I didn't tell him what was defective on it, but I did tell him. I said, I'll make your mind at ease right now. This part had nothing to do with a safety issue. It had to do with emissions. So the only thing that I would do if it malfunctioned would progressively make you go slower and slower till you were doing 5 miles an hour, and then you would have to pull over. But it would not be a safety issue where it would apply the brakes or the engine would shut off. Now you'd see the flashing lights, and it would tell you derate in 60 minutes. Well, if it tells you the truck is going to go slower in 60 minutes, do not think that you're going to be able to drive 65 because it will go slower. The trucks are not like the old ones where you can cheat the system. No. Oh, let's see. What else we got up here? We got Rob finds treasure. Oops. There's me. I don't know what I'm going to do. I think what I got all the sanding and the textured walls done in the other room. I think at 2 a.m., I'm going to call it quits for the chat room. And I'm going to go and paint the spare bedroom, give my wife something that she can wake up to and be happy about. So, that'd be, 7 minutes from now. But, yeah, I just hope our society gets together and to me, stop with the finger pointing. We all need to help each other to get over what's going on right now. I think that would be the best thing for our society to do. But unfortunately, you got too many people that are going, woe is me, and the other ones are like the traditional ostrich that have their head buried in the sand because it can't hurt me. It can't hurt me. So eventually we'll get over this problem in our world. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go get the step ladder. I wish things would pick up because I'd like to buy that double pack from Clutch Guitars. He has that one for $500. I think that'd be cool. Well, it's 1:55 a.m. and it's pretty much close enough for me. I think I'm going to sign off for the evening and go paint that spare bedroom of ours. At least do the walls. That way my wife can have something to be happy about when she wakes up. Peace, everybody. Have a safe night. Take care, David.